Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 29 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Mostert. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business, we know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh my goodness, how close was that to being negative?
Well, because you're essentially in the shadow of your own end zone there to go for. I get it if it's late 4th quarter. Well, it paid off. I guess the end justifies the means, right?
It certainly does. Had to be more than a gut feeling there. Had to be just total confidence they would pick it up.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From midfield, here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
He's ready. Hey, go Fury. Check right.
On 2nd down, Mostert able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answer the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points. Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there. Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hey, now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down. 2 and now on first down. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Ready.
deal.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
26.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Tua. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. He'll get it inside the 20. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ultra. Hey.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, go Fury.
Here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards. At the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Snap, snap. 42 middle. Ready?
Tua going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Steal, check, steal, on the ball.
Tua now on first down. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Play action, now it's Tua. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field again, CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Hold the ball. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Ready, play. Ready.
Now a give to Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, move.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Waddle will return this from the end zone.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Back one. 630. On the 50.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Box it. 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That one into the hands of Watkins downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Hey, 88.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Back one.
And again, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Rodgers looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Inside. Rodgers throwing here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next count.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Rodgers now on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's going to take another shot here. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is where he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, Hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination.